You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Catalina After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Catalina After Show.
Woo! Yay! We're back! It's Tuesday. Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. Well, first off, Bing is for doing, and today we're doing another episode of AFTERBUZZ TV, The Catalina, Season 1, Episode 3, Don't Rain on My Parade.
Don't rain on my parade.
What? I am Jessica King. Tweet us while we're here. We have some really great stuff lined up for you guys today. Find me at I am Jessica King. What's your name? What's your number, everyone?
Hey, AFTERBUZZ is Big Jason J. Carter in the hot seat.
Big Jason.
Big J. I am 6'3", you know what I'm saying?
6'3" is a great height.
6'3". You can find me on Twitter at JJCForever. So glad to be back in the studio with you beautiful women.
Hey, Carmela over here. You can tweet me at Carmela Mondello.
And Kaori Takee over here, Kaorious.
And just a little disclaimer, we had a little bit of wine tonight.
The Catalina wine mixer.
Exactly. We wanted to be on the same level as the Catalina clients and employees. And speaking of Catalina employees, we have a very special guest. David Turetsky.
Turetsky.
David, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave.
David,
What up,
the
bro?
MVP of this episode.
Yes, thanks for joining us. This was like your breakout episode.
It was your breakout episode, just in time.
I know. Seriously,
It
David.
was my coming out episode, no pun.
I know.
Yeah, all right.
We finally got to see all the talent that David Turetsky had and was hiding behind all the other casts.
Your true colors came out.
Yeah, speaking of Don't Rain on My Parade, you didn't let anyone rain on your parade.
No, sir.
No.
No one ever ends on my parade.
Great, so you're going to be with us the whole hour, correct? We're going to break down the episode, and then we have some fun coming up, so you ready?
Are you
ready.
Are you ready to rumble, David?
Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Oh, are we ready? Whoa. They do it big down in Miami. My bad. Are we ready? Guys, are we ready? I'm scared. I'm a little scared.
You're going to get a taste of LA right now, so.
I know. You
I'm
can
ready,
hang with
I'm
me,
ready.
guys. All right, let's do this.
All right, David, you better bring your A game. We're ready for you.
All right, so let's start off. You there?
All right, so let's break it down a little bit. First off, let's talk about Stephanie's crush, Duarte.
Duarte. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I kind of got. I think I had pretty good gaydar, and I was just like, whoa. This guy is way too bronzed and way too manicured. I mean, those eyebrows were just ridiculously perfect. And then when I was getting, maybe he was bi now, gay later. You know,
David, what do you think about this guy?
Well, I get your gaydar going off. I mean, I understand exactly where you're coming from, but
we'll elaborate on that a little bit.
You have to come to Miami, understand?
So gay guys are like, straight guys are like gay guys in Miami?
They're metrosexual, Katori.
It's metrosexual. Thank you very much.
It's the one.
It's hard to explain. I guess fashion is passion in Miami. You
Whoa.
know?
Hashtag fashion is passion. I love that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know, it's just you can't really tell. I mean, as the cast, we were actually playing a game. We were in the van going to set for the parade, and we were playing the gay game. You know, we would just point people out and be like, are they gay? Are they straight? You know, and it was the hardest thing to even do. In Miami, it's really difficult to even tell. You know,
but does AL have good gaydar?
Listen, I'm straight as all whatever.
Disclaimer.
And,
I hope so.
I went manicure and pedicure, and you know, I wouldn't have any shame in the game. So, you know, it's one of those things. It just in South Florida, it's just a. I mean, LA.
Yeah, no shame.
Well,
yeah, no shame.
Well, this guy, Duarte, it wasn't the way he looked as much as his kind of
mannerisms.
He was like floating to her.
Right.
And
David, no, we don't. I'm sorry.
I didn't have.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, we definitely know you're a guy's guy, and again,
we definitely get that.
Yeah, we don't even get the gay vibe from you at all, and even if we did, it's LA. Hey, it's cool.
Yeah, we're all on the same page.
We're right underneath San Francisco.
Right, but the question, what I thought, you had said that you and Chris were trying to say who is who now. Well, you guys had an epic fail with that Duarte guy because for sure he was batting for the other team. I'm sorry.
Ding, ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding. I mean, seriously. And then his walk, I saw a little swish in the walk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know.
So big.
Yeah, he had a big butt.
So, all right. So Stephanie was playing a little coy about the Duarte situation. And, I mean, they clearly had, or apparently they had past history, correct, David?
They went shopping for bras?
Yeah. Yes, they have.
And this guy just showed up out of nowhere, or have him and Stephanie kind of been hanging out behind the scenes?
Yeah, give us the history.
I honestly don't quite know. When we were on set, I didn't have too much to do, because sometimes they would release us if we didn't have anything to do with that evening, per se. So that was the evening that obviously I had nothing to do. So I left, I went home, did whatever I needed to do. But I do think she may have knew him prior. I'm not quite sure. I think they may have had some past history. So that at least made it a little more comfortable for her, comfortable for him, and, say la vie, I guess you could say. That's how it went down.
So you had to leave work early?
Like, Nathan didn't get mad that you were released early?
But, I mean, I work at the pool. So, when it's dark, the pool's closed, the bar's closed. Around like 6, 7 o'clock, we're done. But if
at
we
6,
were
7
going
o'clock,
out together, clearly I would be,
but you
staying and going out with them.
But you go back to the pool later on at night for your rendezvous with the hot chick still, right? After the pool's closed?
Of course. I mean,
okay.
If I'm allowed to, if I work the pool, then I can go up there.
Did you guys stay at the hotel a lot?
No, not really.
No.
Not really ever, actually. I stayed there maybe like once or twice if I was too intoxicated to drive home or something.
Well, good for
how
you.
Responsible of you.
That's awesome, baby.
Intoxicated, I mean, go figure,
I know.
Yeah, shocking. Based on your shenanigans tonight.
Well, you know what? We all...
I don't know what you're talking about.
We were all kind of excited to see Stephanie tweeting you today about the show and calling in. Are Stephanie and Duarte still an item?
Duarte?
You gotta say it with some flair.
Duarte. Hey, Duarte.
Are they still an item?
I really have no idea. That's a question.
Dave.
Come on.
He's like, you know what? I can't. We signed a non-disclosure agreement. We cannot talk about it.
No, honestly, no. It's the honest truth. I really don't know. I don't want to know because, maybe like I'm trying to work Stephanie. Who knows?
Whoa!
That's a foreshadow of things to come on this season of the Catalina.
Stephanie, hit us up on Twitter. Let us know what you
That's
think.
right, David. You get that cougar.
Restaurant manager. Maybe I just jump to the GM. It's called.
That's how you do it.
Up.
I guess Morgan shot you down, so you're moving on up, right?
No, David. I like where your head's at. Go for the gold.
Yeah,
So
she's
is
golden.
that how it works at the Catalina? You kind of shoot for the stars, aim high?
At least in the world of David,
Yeah, I mean, Miami's an ambitious place. Why stop at the second-rate girl at the front desk when you can have the general manager cougar? You know what I mean? That's how you do it. David, good head on your shoulders. Great head on your shoulders.
He's got it going on.
Well, I just want to quickly remind our listeners, if you guys have anything that you want to be shopping for, if you're looking for things on Amazon, please go to our website, click on the Amazon link, and it takes you straight to Amazon. Super easy, and it really helps us out, and we love it when you help us out. So please if you have anything to shop for whatsoever.
Father's Day.
Yes. Books, ties, CDs.
Help them out.
Or if you want to send David a gift.
Yes.
Right.
To thank him for being so gracious to call in and spice up our show a little bit, go to AfterBuzzTV.com. Click on.
Being all your babies' fathers.
What?
What's that?
Well, thank me for being all your baby's fathers.
Yes.
Aww.
So all of David's
David, you're hilarious.
Baby daddy.
All of David's illegitimate children out there, please hit us up on AfterBuzzTV.com and go to Amazon, and there you go. All right. Gay Pride weekend. That was like, boom and boom.
Boom
Done
and
you know, done.
It was Gay Pride this weekend in Los Angeles. So watching Gay Pride weekend on a Miami Beach style, David, was it full out packed? Because you have to know, Gay Pride in Los Angeles is like no other. It's in a whole other experience, positive and negative. What was the Gay Pride experience like for you in Miami?
Wow.
Wow.
For me, honestly, like, I really am the farthest from a homophobe, I guess you could say, but so for me, it was a cool experience just on the fact that I would probably never, ever, ever do that in my entire life. And I'm the most spontaneous person you'll probably ever meet. I'm one of those, hey, let's go do this. I'm down. I'm game. I'm all about, like, having a good time. So for me, it was actually quite interesting and enjoyable in a weird sense, I guess you could say, because for me, I just kind of, I don't know.
It was something new for you.
I just took it in for what it was. It was for Ayal. Ayal really wanted to do this.
When was the
shot? Mine, like I said, and I just did it for him. It was interesting.
When was this shot?
This was shot.
When was Gay Pride?
Pride weekend. I guess the 3rd, maybe mid-April.
Okay. So just for a little background for the listeners, it was Gay Pride weekend, and Ayal really wanted to build a float for the weekend, and he wanted to represent the Catalina, and he went to Nathan. Well, I guess he kind of decided that he wanted this idea without really researching it. Morgan thought it was a horrible idea, and he went to Nathan, and we saw a little bit of pullback from Nathan. It didn't seem like he was the most supportive at first, and he kind of followed it up with I support you, I love you, whatnot. But I also noticed that he wasn't at the Gay Pride festival, or at least he was on the float. Or at least maybe I just didn't see him. I don't know if I missed something. Why wasn't he involved with this with everyone else?
He was involved. I guess I'd say off camera. I mean, first of all, it cost him, money for the float and everything. So he was the one to support us and allow us to do this. You have to also understand he was the one to, put his business's name in the parade. Unfortunately, some businesses won't want to even do that. And off camera, I mean, he was there at the end to thank us, congratulate us, whatever. But I don't know what he was doing during it, but it was a long slog. I mean, during the parade, you're traveling maybe 5 miles an hour max.
Right, in the heat.
And in the heat, and we're all partying, drinking, and I don't blame him for not wanting to be in the heat and traveling 5 miles an hour down a couple blocks down Ocean Drive, So, he was supportive. He was down 100%. I don't blame him. I don't knock him on it whatsoever.
Well,
and he's always had our back, I guess you could say.
Well, you had mentioned in the episode you considered yourself a team player. So you're getting married to Chris with a K, and that's what we call him, by the way.
We've done him Chris with a K. That's his nickname.
And okay, so we saw, you had the group of gay guys. We had the 2 drag queens. We saw you guys at the pool while you were doing Maxine's, and these gay guys had asked you what it would take for you to do body shots. I was under the impression you were going to do body shots on them, but that's what I wanted to see.
Well, did you do any body shots of any guys that weekend for extra tips, David?
No.
I mean, you're a team player. Listen.
Yes.
You got to make that money.
Define team player and how far do those limitations go?
Yeah. They literally were willing probably to pay anything. They were bringing like checkbooks out.
You could have made bank.
Whoa.
I mean, that's a team player.
Hey.
Listen, when I say I'm a team player, like many people, and I don't know how all reality shows work, but you can, if there's a limitation that's pushed, you can always tell the camera, to shut down, or I'm not involved, or and most people I could at any moment say, no, I do not want to marry a guy on camera, nor I do not want to be at a gay pool party, or and
Wait, did people actually say that?
No.
I understand the Sorayal, I understand everything, and that's where I'm a team player. These guys were really willing to pay anything, and that's where I drew my line.
I mean, what would they offer? What were they suggesting?
What were they wagering?
Yeah, what they want? What were they suggesting? Give us some deets.
What was your
What
best
would it
option
take
for that
you?
day?
What would it have taken for
They
you
literally
to
wanted
agree?
they didn't want me to take it off them. They wanted to take it off me. And
Ooh.
me laying vulnerable with
That's
guys
not
like
too
me
bad,
was
though.
not-
You're not-
whatsoever.
You mean you're not into dudes motorboating you?
I mean,
No.
look,
Yeah.
David, I couldn't help but notice that your chest was freshly waxed and it was nice and smooth. Like, why not let someone take a body shot off of that?
Because there was a female at the pool that was willing to do it instead. So I'd rather.
Well,
go
David.
never.
Dude, what was really cool though is that you actually did have a moment with Chris with the K. I mean, what was it like having your first male kiss? I mean, it was so poignant and so just tender. It was such a tender moment on the show.
It was so tender with my lips tucked in and right on the side of the throat.
No, I saw some tongue, David. I saw some tongue.
We were rooting for you guys.
We
We
slow
are
mo
rooting
that
for you
shot.
guys.
Yeah, it was very cute.
It was a rewind, we play, rewind, we play.
That was a moment that was kind of argued upon throughout the day. I don't know if you noticed in the episode when we were getting on the float. If you look back, Chris is holding a blue little cooler-looking ordeal, and as am I. And that little cooler is actually to make water balloons. Instead, that was filled with complete liquor.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
sat on the float.
So you were highly
drinking
intoxicated.
relaxed.
Well,
Yeah, and so we would even be able to do our faux kiss,
Faux kiss.
Your faux kiss.
Your
The
first
slow-mo
faux kiss.
faux.
but
kiss.
you know what? In the episode, Chris described your relationship with him as a bromance. So there's got to be, tell us about this bromance.
Our bromance, I guess you could say. I mean, he's my boy, Chris, I have his back with a lot of things. I don't agree with some of his things like Nancy. But,
We'll get into
Up
that
next
later.
on the Catalina After Show, Chris, this is about Nancy.
You heard it
wait,
first. here on
AfterBuzz
AfterBuzz.
TV exclusive.
But at the same time,
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
last,
I have his back and he has mine. And, listen, you have to look at the cast as a whole, on the show. And you have Nathan who's, 20% there because of his role and, what he does on the show. Then you have Eyal who's not quite as masculine as the rest of us, which I still love him and he's my man and he's my boy. But, so it's really Chris and I and a bunch of girls. So when, girls, they team up on us and we have to fight together. If Chris and I weren't a team, then we'd be SOL,
The girls
Yeah.
just
You know,
came up on you?
Dee Dee just came up on you.
The cameras attracted the ladies.
all the time we'd be teamed up on. I mean, we'd be hooking up with girls, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're whores, you're sluts, you're this, you're that."
but see,
And
I just want to
then
ask
you talk to
you.
these guys, and I look at them like, "What? I mean, you just said that about me, Come on."
So, David, I want to ask you. You just said that you don't fully agree with what's going on with Chris and Nancy or whatnot. But then last episode, you were kind of persuading Chris to forget about her and get some nookie with some
But he
random
was
chicks.
drunk though. He was intoxicated.
So what are you rooting for?
Like
The thing is this: I'm sitting at a bar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing my thing with him, and it's just annoying to hear about their drama. I
Uh-huh.
don't care.
Hang on, so is
Yeah,
that like
I feel ya.
was that like a real situation going into the show, or did everybody meet on the show?
no, it was a real situation going in, and I just didn't want to deal with it, because there'd be times, your boy will be your boy, he'll have your back, and then there's times where he'll kind of say, oh, well, I'm going to go take her out on a date. Well, it wasn't shown on air, but, I kind of came at him saying, you made a deal not to drink for a whole day on episode 2, saying, if you don't drink, you're going to take her out. So you're trying to tell me you're not going to drink all day and then you're going to pay for her dinner? It's a lose-lose for you. What do you think?
What?
Yeah.
So, David, do you feel, you being friends with Chris with a K, do you feel that he honestly and wholeheartedly loves Nancy, that what we're seeing on TV is just his way of not really opening up and being honest about his feelings towards Nancy?
Wanting to have fun on the show.
Because she's sexy.
But she's also not being honest.
His feelings are still there now to this date or at the time now?
No, well, we're seeing it.
Well, fill us in.
Fill us in. Let us know what's up. Give us the 4-on-1.
Deets.
What happens to the Catalina in episodes 4, 5, and 6 days of the Catalina?
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, really quickly, wrapping up Gay Pride weekend. At the end of the day, what I really liked was that you guys were all really, really supportive of Eyal.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was very appreciative of that. You just mentioned that, this was something new for you. It was a new experience. Like, what were your final thoughts on that experience?
Honestly, like I said, Eyal is my boy, and I'm always going to have his back. Like I would anybody on the cast. I love everybody on the cast. We all got along. We really are all, I guess, a dysfunctional, happy family. And, it was a good experience. I really didn't mind it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. If I had any questions, I knew I could come up to him and ask him. And it was actually, I think it was right after that we filmed that episode. I had him and Chris and a couple others over at my house, my family's house, for dinner.
Aww.
And we were all hanging out, talking, and it was just nice to have,
That's
it's
cute.
a shame that those things couldn't be filmed, but maybe
Yeah.
for season 2, these type of things we'll be able to.
You guys are bros.
There's a bromance.
We're bros.
Bromance.
We always look to JLB just like bros,
Hey, David.
Total bros.
What is? I'm obsessed with Dee Dee right now.
Yeah, he's obsessed.
I'm obsessed with her. She's just so fly.
What between your first 2 podcasts, if you are obsessed?
Yeah, no, she's hot. But why does she speak? She says like 5 words. Like, what's Dee Dee's story? I mean, just a sidebar.
If she didn't have interviews with you, we would never see
all
her.
she would be
never
would
see
just
her.
be some weave and some eyelashes.
She
Like,
just said,
what's her
one
story?
line this time.
Yeah. Why is it like what's going on with her?
Dee, like they said earlier, she was like our little wisdom, our little corner conscience,
Voice of reason.
She, I guess
She's boring.
Right. She's boring.
It's cool.
Out, or I don't want to blast anybody, or but
we'll do the blasting.
Some people just
we'll
don't
do it.
like being in a situation of alcohol blasted on TV. So and of course, I know you're going to say you knew what you were signing up for. I mean, of course you knew, but she wanted to keep a standard, and I'm not going to knock her on it. She's very classy. She's
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely comes across.
And she does do bottle service at the Catalina. She also does it at other clubs. And maybe she was just looking out for her own behind, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When with other jobs at other clubs, they don't want to see her. With reality TV, it's always a little exaggerated, and we all get a little bit crazier than necessary. And she didn't want to push herself to that level to lose her other jobs.
Well,
Can I ask you how this show is casted?
Yeah, we really all did work there.
You did?
Oh, you did.
Okay.
So, go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
Obviously, I caused a little ruckus and whatever, but I was the noob. I was the new guy. So I kind of was allowed to, in a weird sense, because since I was the new guy, you never learn your rules quite stern right instantly right away. And right away I started with cameras in my face. So it was kind of one of those, go have fun with it.
So did Nathan...
So that's why I kind of developed into that fun, crazy character, you know? And for the record, I did listen to the other podcast. The hotel really does exist.
I Googled it.
Yeah, we were like, this is one of those makeshift set hotel. It was a Motel 6, and they just,
I'm sure there's a lot.
It wasn't, for the record.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Thank you for clearing
Thank you
that
for
up.
setting record straight, David.
So David,
No, I mean,
go ahead.
we're all casted, we all work there, but we all have great personalities. Listen, a bunch of people work there. Some people didn't want to audition. Some people did.
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's what I was gonna
So they made you guys audition for the show, though. You guys weren't just because you were. It wasn't like a makeshift. You guys have to go in front of producers and read lines. Did you have to give a monologue from Shakespeare? Like, what was your audition?
Well, they wanted a little tidbit from us, like maybe not a monologue, but they wanted a little bit from us. But Catalina is part of South Beach Group, so some people may have worked at another hotel of South Beach Group, so it's the same system, the same everything.
Okay.
But we were transferred over to the Catalina for the purposes of the show.
David.
Okay, well, David, we have a lot of questions for you, but first I just want to remind our listeners, hit us up on iTunes, let us know what you think. Tell us what you think of the show. What do you think of David? Like, what do you think of my outfit? Seriously?
Let us know.
Well, Jessica, I'm just kidding.
Yellow really works for me, just saying. I'm just kidding. No, give us a rating. We would love 5 stars, but seriously, even tell us about the things that you guys aren't liking or that you want to see differently or hear differently. We love to hear from you, and we really work hard to accommodate you as best as possible. So hit us up on iTunes, catch us on YouTube, support your people.
I want to know what you guys think of this show.
Yes, definitely tell us about what you think of David.
Yeah,
David,
my man David.
I had another question for you. And this is when I too work on a reality TV show, etc. And my question to you is, watching the show back, how do you feel about the way you are portrayed and how America is seeing you? Because when you're taping the show, when you're in the thick of it, you're not really thinking about, you're being yourself. You're being, you're being somewhat the character they want you to be, but that character is also an extension of your personality. When you watch the show back now, are there times when you're like, ooh, why did I do that? Or why did I look that way? Or like, what's your overall view of David, the pool boy, on the Catalina?
That's funny you asked that. In the beginning when I watched the show, I was a little, I was happy with the outcome, but I wasn't like totally thrilled, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I did come off, I guess you could say, a little stupid and a little too much of an alcoholic, which I'm really not. I can handle my own. But a little background on me, I guess. I have a master's degree. I have a bachelor's degree. I'm not some just like idiot off the streets. And, I'm fun-loving, I'm very caring, fun-loving. A little bit that they didn't show about me yet, maybe they will, I don't know. But earlier in the couple episodes, we were out one night and a guy, touched his ass, and I snapped. I wanted to kill him.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
A guy, grazed and slapped me in the butt one night when we were out.
Slapped you in the butt.
I mean, it wasn't aired, that wasn't shown. But I'm protective. These are my girls. As much as it's family and everything. These are my girls. And I have their back. Things like that I wish sometimes could be shown, but they're not.
Right.
Because maybe cameras weren't set in time or whatever the situation may be. But I guess that's the only thing that I would really change. Maybe a little bit more of me sober, which wasn't too often, I guess.
We haven't seen much of that yet.
There have been some great sober David moments. I would say when you were the one, I think there was one episode where you were walking past the camera. I think you were sober then. I'm not sure if you were.
Yeah. And then one time I was in an interview just talking about my grandma. Maybe I was sober. But yeah, no, I mean, it's hard. The cameras, make you nervous. You're going to have a couple shots turn into a lot of shots. And sometimes that happens.
Turns into you in the pool with a float with a straw.
With a straw. Well, speaking of your image, you are definitely introduced in this show. Obviously, the new guy, but also the player. I think Nancy said that you were. She called you, quote, a big ball of horny energy. So tonight we saw many attempts at picking up different people. We saw you trying to get at Morgan,
which was mind blowing.
Yeah,
what were you thinking?
So
what
do you have a thing for Morgan? Still?
Maybe.
Oh.
The camera plays magic. There could have been something after cameras were down. I'll leave it at that.
She tied you up, didn't she? She tied you up.
I could see her into that S&M.
I really don't get intimidated by many women, but Morgan does scare me a little bit.
But you're into that.
You love
Scares
it.
me
You
too.
like that.
You were definitely making the moves. I'm surprised you didn't just like go for it and attack
Yeah, we
her
were
face.
expecting a kiss.
You
Just
kind of went for
own
it.
Morgan.
You got a little pop out of her. I mean, that one time when I'm talking to her, you can kind of see it, kind of not. It was a pop, I guess you could say, but nothing really crazy. Morgan and I were just, honestly, I know like everyone calls her Russian baby killer, this and that. She comes off very hard, very scary. Honestly, I love her to death. She's like a sister to me, and she loves me. She'll say the same. I promise you that.
You try to
And
make out
as
with your
much as she may
sister.
call me an idiot.
Oh.
Is that what they do in South Beach?
Is that what they do?
No, is she?
Okay.
What is she like off camera though? Because I know the cameras can be sort of.
She doesn't have an accent.
I have my phone exploding every time our show is aired, asking me the same question, and she literally is like that.
Okay.
Wow.
She really,
So it's
when I
authentic.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first got casted and hired for the job and show, we were in a meeting, and I was meeting everyone, and they said, you're going to have to do this, and I rose my hand, and I just asked a simple question saying, I know it's TV, like, are we going to be able to drink, blah, 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 and she just cuts right in, interrupts, and starts yelling, saying
Whoa.
that this is her job, this is her career, this is everything, and I better not mess it up, I guess you would say, to keep it clean.
Wow.
And I really almost was in tears. Like, I was like, holy...
Oh.
Like
So
I was like, this girl is gonna kill me at the end of this show because I know my personality. No, but we became good friends, and I have her, she has me. Off camera, we hang out. She's good company, and she's awesome. But she's the best friend to have, the worst enemy to have. I guess.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
touche,
For sure.
touche.
So between you and us four, have you guys had like a little drunk nookie?
Rendezvous?
I
Ooh,
mean, you
good
are.
question.
I mean, from what I saw tonight, you're a drunk kisser. And Ayal said that he thought Gay Weekend was making you horny. So I mean, she was your target, and you seem like you're pretty aggressive. Like, give us the deets.
No,
Off camera, maybe. I'm sure. I mean, you guys have had some nights out of fun and booze. So
she really didn't come out with us too often, so I guess that benefits me and protected my behind. But that was when she did come out, and when I saw her out, it was like different territory, different target. It was a challenge. I mean, America's probably watching this saying, I wonder what it's like to try to attempt Morgan. Well, America, you just saw what it's like to attempt Morgan.
Hey, David, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, that's what we were gathering, that you were 25, or between
Yeah, we were
from
saying
21
that.
through 25. Now in Miami, now that the show is airing, are you kind of like a local celebrity? And I know that sounds really corny, but seriously, like you're on the CW,
It's a little-
for Christ's sakes.
It hasn't really quite caught on, and I'm not going to keep my head down because of that, because I'll be honest, listen, I'm a Jersey Shore fan, and I was at least, and I didn't even know about the show until like episode 5, I guess, was its first season.
Yeah.
So, it's word of mouth, and it's going to spread. But people are starting to more and more catch on. I think after this episode, especially, it's going to create a little buzz because of the whole issue
your
itself.
breakout
Yeah.
role.
And I was actually in the supermarket in Publix the other day, and a little high school, I guess, girl was kind of peering over the magazine aisle.
Oh,
Are we your first interview?
Vegetables and saying, I'm trying to make a stir fry, and I'm looking over, do I say something?
she's Instagramming you.
I saw you.
It was one of my first encounters of that awkward moment,
That moment when she realizes.
That's when
you're
you're-
the guy
I saw
from Catalina.
I saw your tweet about you said a fan stopped by your house.
Yeah, I have a younger
Whoa.
brother, and he just turned 18. He was a senior in
Okay.
high school. Well, I mean, CW is really his demographic.
Yeah.
So I guess the girl in his school asked if she could come over.
Aww.
Aw,
That's
so
cool.
cute.
That's
So
And you
I-
gave her an
I
autograph
went-
or a photo?
Yeah, she took pictures, gave her an autograph.
That
the
was
whole
nice.
bit. And I went to introduce myself. She puts her hand out, shaking, and I gave her a hug.
Aw.
You're a celebrity, David.
I'm not gonna give her a handshake. She's not whatever.
So, David, are we your first interview?
Are you my first interview? No, you're not.
Oh, we didn't pop your interview
But
cherry.
are we,
Damn it.
are we your favorite? For
You're my
people?
first live interview, so you popped my live interview. Channel.
Awesome.
Okay.
We'll take it. We'll
AfterBuzz
take it.
exclusive.
Yes.
It was great,
So
by the way.
You what?
Just saying. It was great, by the way, just saying.
Oh,
It was great for us, too.
It was good for us, too, David.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're so active on Twitter. Like, David, you tweeted me. I woke up one morning, I was like, I have like 9 missed tweets from this D. Turetsky. Who the hell's D. Turetsky? And all of a sudden, I'm like, it's David from the Catalina. So I'm hopping on Twitter all excited. I was like, yes,
Yeah.
that's how you do it.
It's the man who missed the legend. Jeez.
Yeah. No, it was really cool. It's always nice to talk to some of the
some of the Miami celebrities.
Yeah, Miami celebrities.
David, tell us about Random Girl hookup from tonight's
Where?
episode.
No?
From tonight's episode, Body Shot Girl.
Ooh.
Oh.
Or
Last time we
or
saw you guys pulling the covers over your head.
and Miss Leopard dress.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Walking in on
I don't
Stephanie.
Right? Yes.
What was that
I
about?
wasn't up by Stephanie, unfortunately, and that kind of sucked.
Is that the only...
It sucked
the Body
because you
Shop
didn't get the
Girl,
room?
Yeah. In the I mean, obviously, you know, like I said, if there's an open room, I said on the show, you know, if there's an open room, we can get the room to use. So, you can't just have 6 cameras and everywhere. So it was a little awkward when we were filming because it wasn't just like, you know, really sure they have the hidden cameras in the corner, but you know, here you had a camera, like a camera person with a huge camera, a boom stick, the whole 9. And I'm like under the covers, but like, you know, you feel somebody in the room. So I kind of like peered out, popped my head out. I was like, all right, guys. Time to leave.
What made you go to that specific room? What was like were the cameraman like, hey,
like room 112,
room
be
112,
there.
where the players dwell, you know,
Yeah.
something like
Be
what
there,
just
be
happened?
square.
Right. Like, is that like... Because I love... First of all, before you answer that question, I love how you say, like, you know, if there's an open room, you can use it. Like, okay, like everyone has sex at the Catalina, so it's not like, you know, you can't go to your own house or to go to
Yeah, it
bed.
was like
You're
a
like
communal bed. It's kind of
right,
like,
it's like
whoa, it's a
room
little
112
grimy,
is where
right?
you all. It's in your writer when you get hired. Please use room 112 for
Yeah.
any kind of conjugal visits or anything.
Conjugal visits. You
Catalina.
guys don't have like a code, like, you know, room 12 is booked right now.
Sock.
It's funny you guys actually noticed the room number. I didn't even think about that. But we actually had
Very
the whole
observant.
like wing locked off.
You have a whole what?
For the whole wing of that hotel,
Oh,
of
okay.
that floor.
You still
locked
chose
off.
that one room though.
So you guys have more than one room?
There was what?
So then you have more than one empty room? And you just
Yeah, there
happen to
was more
choose the
than
same?
one.
But wait, isn't the hotel like normally booked? Like, how can you have that many open rooms at the Catalina? It's a small hotel, right?
Well, it's 3 whole buildings.
Oh, that's the
okay.
Maxine. Got it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, the Kung Fu really was called Kung Fu.
The
I know,
what?
the Kung Fu restaurant was
Yeah.
really called
Yeah,
Kung
it was.
Fu.
Well, you know, one thing I want you to take back to Stephanie and the people at the Maxine is let them know that the hot tub looked a mess. We were like, I don't want to. It looked like it hadn't been turned on in eons, David.
It was like
Hang on,
green.
so
Eon.
So in between like your segments on the show, there's like people, you know, laying on the floor doing snow angels and
Just
you know
like
craziness running around. Is that how
shenanigans.
it's like? Like, is this a party hotel or what? Give us the
is that
lowdown.
real, or are those
like the clown
people? Or
and
you're like,
Like-
okay, we gotta film these interstitials right now.
As crazy as this is gonna sound, it's real. Like in Miami, I really am not surprised by anything anymore because in Miami I've seen it all almost. It's really, 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 really strange. The other night I actually was in the Catalina. I was going out in South Beach. I figured, you know what, I'll pregame in the Catalina, obviously, because I get, you know, hooked up. And I go in there, and I'm drinking or whatever, and all of a sudden there's a person in a Vespa driving through Kung Fu Kitchen,
Oh my
the
goodness.
restaurant, in a Vespa. And of course, I
Was it
won't
Morgan?
drive it, so I'm driving the Vespa
An
now
ale.
through the restaurant. And it was completely normal. I mean, it's South Beach, so that's how it is.
That is so funny. So if I wanted a crazy, crazy, crazy spring break college 2012 trip, I should stay at the Catalina.
For sure.
I'm not
Well,
convinced yet.
You better invite me, and I'm gonna rage with you.
Whoa. I think it sounds like David already has plans for your visit.
Kind of.
I think so.
Carmela, it's a wrap.
I mean, let's be real. Okay, we're gonna hit up a commercial break real quick, and then we have some more fun for David coming up.
Hey guys, so what do you get when 3 real single ladies are super fans of VH1 Single Ladies? Well, you get the after show on AfterBuzz TV. I'm Lauren Turner. I'm Spicy Mighty, bringing back fire. And I'm Fallon Mercedes. And we're single ladies, so make sure you watch us on AfterBuzz TV. We're all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies.
AfterBuzz TV crew for The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Woo! Don't forget to tune in every Monday night at 8 p.m. to see
Adrienne Barrow,
Deanna Vaughn,
Susan Hahn, Giselle Ugardi.
Buzz you later!
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Another question real quick. Tell him it's like a quick.
Okay, David, you there?
David.
Yes, I am.
All right, are you still driving?
No, I've been parked. I'm parked and in total concentration.
Oh my God, are you
that's
parked?
what we need.
We appreciate this.
We need
Dire
your
question.
concentration right now because we want to play a little game with you. A little something we like to call a rapid fire. Have you played that before?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna each ask you a question. We're gonna go kind of
Some
like a
hard-hitting journalistic
Journalist.
question.
Barbara
very
Walters.
fast. Marissa, do we have like some like do-do-do-do-do-do, like ticker music or something? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, give us something.
And you have to answer these questions, David. There we go.
It is time for total domination.
Quickly and honestly.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
David, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. David, what is your success to rejection ratio in girls? What?
What was your question?
Okay, when flirting with girls, what is your success to rejection ratio?
70% successful.
Whoa, okay. Next.
David, boxers or briefs?
Brief.
Yeah, me too. Awesome. Go, David.
All right, David, what is your favorite shot?
Ooh, any.
All right.
All right. So on the show, which girl would you most likely sleep with?
Karina.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Karina.
Really? Why? So my bad. So sorry.
David, what is your type?
Fit.
What?
Fit and sexy and clean.
That's so generic.
Wait, you said fit and sexy in Korean?
And clean.
Oh, this is Korean. I was like, all right,
Korean.
David.
I'm like, yeah.
Wow, you're just like surprising us. Right. Okay, David, if you were a gay male, what kind of male would you like to date?
Oh my God.
Answer the question, David.
This is a trick question.
What's that?
This is a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question. It's a very straightforward question.
I have no idea.
You have an idea.
Next question. What would the soundtrack or theme song for the show be for like this season for you?
For me?
Yeah.
On camera, I have no idea. Off camera, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bumpy grind.
Are you leading two separate lives?
All right. Now, leading to this question, do you like Asian women?
Oh!
If it's you, of course.
All right.
She can hang with that one.
I'll hang with that one.
Do you like black women?
Oh my God.
Do you like
Anyway,
black men?
hang on. I have a real question for you.
Okay, what's your question?
On the show, what we see, are you like hammered or is it just, you're just not?
Are you
Is it real?
really?
Are you really like hammer
Hammer all the
blackout on
time?
these shows?
I'm never blacked out, but I am intoxicated.
Almost.
Okay.
You're browned out.
I'm not gonna lie. This episode, that night at the bar with Morgan, I was really drunk.
Okay. Yeah, because you had like hammered eyes.
The glassy
You did,
eyes.
like the half mask glossy.
A little David test that nobody like really knows unless like my personal friend. If my left eye starts to shut, I am really drunk.
You have a lazy eye.
Hey,
AfterBuzz TV exclusive, baby.
Hey, David, real quick question. So since you work at the Catalina, did you get a raise? Like you were making they were paying you what, $8.50 an hour or whatever the minimum. I mean, I don't know if they pay you in Florida. I'm sorry,
That
but
$100 day rate.
Did you get your $100 day rate, David? But did you guys all negotiate different rates for being on the show as a way, or how did that work? Like because you guys are not actors, you're regular people,
right.
so were they just like here?
we were obviously, I mean, we had our pay or whatever, like our tips at the bar, and then we would have our contracts that we would sign with the CW, and also none of the girls that I approached or hung out with had $100 pay rate.
They didn't what?
Had $100 day. They did not have $100 day.
Oh,
rate.
so they were just on the show. They didn't get anything.
They're
But
all
you on the
messed
side.
around.
David, I feel like I've said your name like 1,000 times in this past
David.
hour. Every time I talk to you, I say David. David. So, what I'm wondering, you mentioned how your image, you don't really appreciate that they kind of make you out to be drunk all the time, which you kind of seem to be drunk all the time. But I know, on a lot of these reality TV shows, we mentioned Jersey Shore, for example, it's just kind of part of the package. People are more fun when they're drunk. Are the producers feeding you guys alcohol? Are they, constantly encouraging you guys to keep drinking? Can you ever just be like, look, I'm hungover and I'm
just want a glass of water.
Feeling this today? Or is that part of the program?
They actually never encouraged us to drink once. There was actually times when we encouraged them to provide us drinks. Another little secret. I never get hangovers.
What? Send me your secret right now.
David,
I never get hangovers.
Superman.
I really never do. Actually, that night on episode 2, when you saw me go out with the Bikini Girl and the whole bit with Chris, that night I didn't sleep. I went out to a club, went out to another club, and then we shit up on the yacht.
Hey,
so I was actually not sleeping at all.
David, what's going on with? Okay, I'm really big into aesthetics, and I'm watching the show, and I mean, this is South Beach, it's Miami, beautiful people. Why aren't there any hotter people staying at the Catalina? Like everyone that comes to the front desk or everyone we see around the pool, you guys are the hottest people in the damn hotel. I mean, what don't you guys like campaign for cuter people to walk to the doors of the Catalina?
Campaign.
Well, it's not. It is Miami. It's not LA.
But Miami is full of hot people.
Definitely.
Miami's like the southern LA.
It's full of hot people, but I mean, honestly, it's reality, and we're not just gonna have like a million models walking through.
I mean, not everybody can be as beautiful as us in LA.
I mean,
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
not going to be as beautiful as I or any of you.
Yeah, no,
There
there's real people everywhere, though.
I mean, they're real. There's real people everywhere.
I'm
real boy.
Well, we still have a few more episodes to go. Are you watching this as we're watching it? You haven't seen anything prior?
The only episode I saw prior was episode 1 because we had a premiere party the week before.
I was just going to ask you about that.
I am watching it as you are all watching it, and I honestly was watching it with my parents tonight.
What did Mama and Daddy Turetsky say?
That's a bold move.
The Turetsky fam was watching.
Are they proud of their baby boy?
Yeah.
Are they what?
Are they proud of their baby boy?
I mean, listen, honestly, they support me in what I do. They, not appreciate, but I guess they support me.
They get it. They get it.
And I'm not, they get it. I'm not an idiot. Like I said, I'm educated. I was never a troublemaker as a child. And
you're a good
have my
kid.
back, and that helps me because, reading articles and blogs and hearing things about the show, I've not heard the best things about me, and I've also heard positive things about me. So knowing that my family has my support and my back, as does everyone else in the cast, it always helps.
Okay,
you guys
David,
are great.
Well, one thing we always do to wrap up our show is we have predictions for the next episode.
Okay. Right.
And, these past couple weeks, you guys have so much going on, we don't even know where to begin. So I want to hear your predictions from someone who filmed the show but has no idea what you're going to see and what parts they're going to use. What do you think we're in store for?
Ooh, wow. Well, I know next episode you're going to see a little bit of my sexual frustration with Karina.
Okay.
Wow, I haven't even seen you express interest in her.
Why not sexual
I
frustration
saw
with
some
Dee Dee?
Twitter communication.
It's
love
funny.
you.
That actually started from the very beginning, but I think they are going to use, all of it in one episode, type of thing.
Okay.
But her and I, when we go, because every week on the show we would go out at night, and when we would go out, and we would become very flirtatious with one another and dance and whatever, and it was just very.
You guys are into
each
other.
It was just a lot of sexual frustration, I guess you could say.
So you dumped Morgan for Karina?
Has that been resolved?
Sorry, what?
Has your sexual frustration been resolved with Karina? as of late?
I don't. You know what? For some reason, I blacked that memory part out. I don't know.
I thought you
No,
blacked out.
we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
Are we on the verge of an AfterBuzz exclusive?
I say get rid of Karina. Just go for Dee Dee. She's way hotter. Just saying.
Jason is Dee Dee's number one fan.
But maybe a little preview is maybe Dee Dee and I don't get along in the future.
Oh, AfterBuzz exclusive.
Let's do all your interviews together.
Yeah.
Are you
Maybe
guys
they
gonna?
might stop. Who knows?
Oh, we love Dee Dee.
Why wouldn't you get along with Dee Dee? She's so hot.
We want to petition for more airtime for Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Well, she's got to bring something to the table, y'all.
She's kind of boring.
I'll shoot an email for you.
Okay, cool. Have her follow us on Twitter.
I will. It's Miami CD, I believe, or Deanna.
I think we're going to have your new girlfriend Karina call in next week.
Yes, and she says love you.
Love you.
So just letting you know, in case you didn't see that.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
We were all retweeted.
I know. And also Stephanie, manager Stephanie, is also following us on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. You're
Get
awesome.
your whole cast on board. We love
Thank
talking
you,
to
Catalina
you guys.
We had an interview with the Associated Press today, and I actually talked to her about you guys. So.
Nice. We're definitely fans of the show.
Well, you know what, David? Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
We
you.
had so much fun talking to you.
You're no longer a douche.
Yeah, we you get a stamp, the AfterBuzz stamp of
douche
approval.
retracted.
Yes.
But he was always my MVP though, from the get-go.
No,
I always said David.
you are such a liar with that Morgan.
David was always
You're
my
MVP for this week.
I know you had my back. You said I wasn't that bad looking. I remember that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was kind of, I was like, oh, the dudes are kind of good looking on this show, because normally they're not on reality shows like this. They're all like a mess.
David, I love that you've taken your notes from all of our
I know.
We appreciate
You're
that.
calling us out on Twitter.
And for the record, ladies, it's all natural. No injections, no nothing.
Look at that major. His resume has the word flirt in it, and he stands corrected.
And he's
tonight.
college educated, ladies and
College
gentlemen.
and masters, everything.
Yeah.
Full
There you go,
package.
Wow.
So even when you're in the pool with your tube, we will remember that you're an educated young man.
That's why he
right.
came up with
That is
that,
right.
that invention.
That is
He's
right.
smart.
Yeah.
In your underwear, by the way, on your work shift.
Hey, I'm just fun loving. I'm very
Yes.
spontaneous. Like I said, if you tell me to jump, I'm probably gonna jump. As long as it's not off a cliff.
Whoa.
So,
There you go. There you go. Well, good
All
for
right,
you.
Wasn't worried
David,
there.
we're fans, and we're so excited that you called in today. Please call us again. Tell your castmates.
Absolutely,
We'd love to hear
anytime.
from them as
Oh,
well.
thank you.
And hopefully we will keep tweeting each other incessantly.
Yes, let's do
absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
We
D.
love
Turetsky.
David.
All right, have a good night.
Hashtag
All right,
epic.
love you guys.
Bye.
Talk to you.
Thanks for stopping by,
Thank
David.
you.
So soon.
So if anybody would like to tweet us about the show, you can find me at Carmela Mondello, CarmelaMondello.
Find me on Twitter at I am Jessica King. And again, hit us up on iTunes. Let us know what you think of tonight's episode. Tell us how much you love David, how much you love us, whatever it is you want to say, whatever. If you didn't like it, we want to hear it. Just
Let
help
us
out.
know.
Okay.
Hey, you guys. Until next time, I'm Jason J. Carter. Follow me on Twitter at JDCForever. Ladies, always a pleasure.
Always.
David was great.
We love
was
David.
Give it up for David,
We
everyone.
love
Give it up,
everybody.
David.
Give David a hand.
And
Yes.
I am Kaori Takee again, Kaorious. Don't forget Father's Day for all your beloved fathers. Go to AfterBuzz TV and click on Amazon. Simple and quick.
Yes.
Thank you.
Until next time, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
thank you, David,
Tuesday.
again.
And tune in next week for another special guest.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.